Hello, this is Tyrone Taylor with Junkers101.com. Today's video, I'm going to talk about a question I get asked a lot through email, through messages. Do I need a realtor's license? And the answer is no to wholesaling houses. Just to explain the difference between a realtor and being a wholesaler. A realtor needs a license because they are acting as a marketing agent, is probably the best way I can describe it, which means they're hired by a buyer or seller to promote their property or to locate a property. That's why they need a license. They don't have an actual interest in the property. They're being hired for their services to either sell or to buy or to help find a property to buy for a client. A wholesaler, whenever you're acting as an actual buyer, you're a buyer because you placed a contract on the property. You submitted earnest money with this contract, which makes you a principal interest in this property for the time frame that you and the seller have agreed upon to make this deal happen. Now, of course, the way wholesaling works is someone wants to come along and pay you for your position on that contract, which is an assignment fee. Then you have every legal right to assign that contract, which is a wholesale transaction. So that's why you don't need a license to wholesale housing. So the realtor and the wholesaler thing, they can seem somewhat similar, but just to give you an example of as far as the money difference, most realtors, they operate off a 6% commission. That's not a standard. You can negotiate whatever you want, but that's somewhat what most operate off of, 6% when you're talking about residential property. But as I say, it can be negotiable between the seller and the realtor. On a $100,000 house, a realtor would make, with that transaction, $6,000. But in most cases, they're going to have to split that commission first with the buyer's agent, meaning the agent that supplied the buyer. Because in most cases, most realtors don't list the property and then find the buyer also. They normally depend on the network, which is basically in that market, to supply a buyer. So they have to split that 6%. So now that's 3% that they're operating off of. Therefore, that $6,000 is now $3,000. And unless they're a broker, then they're going to have to actually split some of that with the broker, and that'll vary from brokership to brokership. So there's no way for me to tell you that, but the max that they can make is $3,000. They're not going to normally get all of that. Sometimes not even half of that. So compared to if I wholesale the house that was $100,000, that was the actual transaction, normally the house is going to have to be worth quite a bit more. It's probably, in my market, that house would probably have to be worth $170, $180, depending on the repairs. All that's relative. But I couldn't see myself not making at least $10,000 off that same deal if it was a $100,000 transaction. There's no way for me to tell you that just from experience. So that's the difference in as far as money. There's really no comparison as far as wholesaling and dealing with realtors or being a realtor. Not saying that you can't be a realtor and wholesale properties. You just have to disclose anytime you're dealing with someone that you do have a real estate license. I think that's the way it works in most states. You can do both. And I'm not discouraging anyone not to get a real estate license. I'm just letting you know you don't need one to do this business. That's basically what I'm trying to convey here. This is Tyrone Taylor. Obviously, you know, the video, have a lot of free information here on the YouTube channel. Teach Me Flipping. Definitely go to the website, Junkers101.com. A lot of more free audios there. Of course, the course itself is still available. I'm putting together something where if you want me to come to your town for 3 days to actually train you or a group, it doesn't matter. Obviously, I have a fee involved on that. If you're interested in knowing more about that, just simply send me an email or give me a call. Obviously, it's not cheap because I'll be leaving town. I'll be putting down everything that I do here for 3 days. But if you're interested in that, some people will be. Obviously, the one-on-one mentorship is still available through the normal online process and dealing with me on a day-to-day basis. But if you actually want me to come to your town, I am making that available. Just give me a call or send me an email for more details about that. My phone number should be here on the site, 205-492-3425. If I don't answer, please leave a message. Look forward to working with you, and good luck. Thank you.